If you are having trouble transferring data from your computer to PhonePeace, it is likely there is a problem which is preventing the computer from talking to PhonePeace. Here are some steps you can use to fix the problem. The PhonePeace icon on your computer desktop was created in the How to Install PhonePeace software video. Double-click on this icon. Do you see invalid parameter-com on this screen? If you do, here are the things to try. First, make sure you are using the programming cable that came with the PhonePeace unit. Next, check to see that the orientation of the programmer board is correct by reviewing the video How to Program PhonePeace under the FAQ How to Program PhonePeace with a Windows Computer. Next, make sure that any black window that was opened when you double-clicked the PhonePeace icon is closed by clicking the X in the upper right-hand corner. The third step is to disconnect the programmer cable from the computer and reconnect it. Sometimes the computer does not recognize the programmer, and reconnecting can fix this problem. I am going to demonstrate disconnecting and reconnecting the programmer cable. When you reconnect the program cable, you should hear a confirming tone, as you can hear on this computer. If you do not hear the confirming tone, the next section describes how to check if the driver is properly installed. We will now check for the proper driver installation. Type Device Manager into the lower left-hand corner of your Windows computer desktop, and then double-click on Device Manager. You should see a screen that looks like this. About halfway down the page, you should see ports, COM, and LPT. Click on the arrow and then write down the USB port COM number. In this case, COM3, but your computer may be different. Double-click on the USB serial port. You should see manufacturer FTDI and device status. This device is working properly. If you don't see this screen, go back to the How to Install PhonePeace software and rerun the CDM 212364 setup program from your desktop. When you have done this, double-click again on the PhonePeace icon on your desktop. You should see a COM port number shown here. The COM port, in this example, COM3, should match the COM port number you wrote down when running the Device Manager. Click on the X in the upper right-hand corner to close the program. If you still can't transfer data and the COM port number shown on the screen does not match the number from the Device Manager screen, you may have more than one USB port. Usually, the computer selects the correct COM port number, but if it doesn't, the next section will describe how to fix that. Go back to the Device Manager by typing Device Manager in the lower left window search bar. Then double-click on Device Manager. Then click on ports COM and LPT. In this example, we see COM3, which was previously identified as FTDI, and COM4. Your computer may have different COM numbers. Usually, the computer will select the correct COM port for PhonePeace, but to make sure, double-click on the COM port that was not identified as FTDI, in this example, COM4. Go to the Driver tab and click Disable Device. When asked, do you really want to disable it, click Yes. Then click OK, and then close out. Now double-click again on your PhonePeace icon on your desktop. You will now successfully transfer the data from your phone book to your PhonePeace device. After you have finished, reverse the process to re-enable the USB port that you disabled. Remember that you can verify the transfer by pressing the List button on the PhonePeace unit and pressing the Review button to step through memory. You can also use the PHP RDR icon on your desktop to read the data back out of PhonePeace as described in the How to Program PhonePeace section, FAQ section of How to Program PhonePeace on your Windows computer. Always be sure to close the window either by clicking the X in the upper right-hand corner or by pressing Enter each time you run the PhonePeace software. If you are still having problems, please contact us.